Evening, freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and we're diving back into that great Black Conjunction series. We have the next one, the final one of this whole cycle. We had 3 great Black conjunctions over this past year, which is highly unusual. It's highly unusual even to just have one. They normally only come around once every 7 to 9 years. So to have 3 in 1 year is pretty monumental. And we are having the third and final one of 2022 tomorrow on November 30th. So a lot coming to light, a lot coming to a head, a lot shifting. You're probably really noticing these shifts on the inner planes. You're probably having a lot of intuition come through at this time. Your dream life may be very active. You may be finding kind of synchronicity showing up in your day-to-day, wanderings, just doing your thing. You are finding all kinds of keys are sort of showing up on your path to point the way into the next chapter. This particular read is for Virgo collective. Okay, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, or Pax 6th house, and also Vedic Virgo, which is Libra Sun natives. Okay, so I've been getting a hit for a while to bring those 2 energies together. And so I'm following that, and we'll just be riding that out as long as it seems applicable, but it certainly feels applicable with the current astrology. So we're going to just keep going with it. Okay. Who knows? It may just be the way I do it here at this channel. Do want to bring in some pieces that we're kind of filtering in. I feel like Virgo, the truth will set you free. And what I mean by that is you've really been wanting the truth. Like, this is the one thing that you feel would help give you everything you need to move forward in confidence. And yet you feel like there's been a great bit of truth omitted from the story you've been told. And because of this, it's caused you to feel a little hesitancy in moving forward. We're going to see what that's all about. Okay, we got a lot of cards wanting to top. I feel like there's going to be a lot of guidance coming in for you over the next few weeks. It's really going to illuminate things for you. I think you're also going to get that truth that you've been wanting. It may come through in a way that's a little hard to swallow, I feel. But at the same time, it puts you in an empowering position moving forward. So we have 3 cards showing up on the board here. We got Knight of Swords. Juarez destroys and burns all enemies when requested, speaks of the creation of the world, tells of the past and future. This may be coming in particularly strongly for the Libra Sun natives, okay, because this is the Knight of Swords. It is air sign collective, but this can also be Gemini, Aquarius, as well as Libra, okay? So this is some kind of swift action. This is moving forward with absolute certainty. And it looks like to level the playing field. And, I was really getting this, that there was this energy coming in where there's going to be a lot illuminated about who hasn't been moving correctly around you and what their next move is. And it's going to put you in an advantageous position. This does mean having to face some harsh truths, right? So it's sort of like a double-edged sword in a way. Truth is like that sometimes. It cuts, but at the same time that it cuts, sets you free. So I feel like there's this energy coming in where you're going to understand like the strategy in play in this situation. And you're going to know the best way for you to move. I think you're going to move very swiftly when this comes in. You're going to take some kind of decisive action, Virgo collective, okay, and Vedic Virgo, that is going to really change what's been in play up until now. I feel like it's going to be one of these like turning the tables kind of moments, all right? And with this, we have the Page of Swords. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And Justice. Okay, this is coming in super strong for Vedic Virgo, Libra Sun natives, okay? We got the Page of Swords here, all right? Botus. Gives answers of past, present, and future, reconciles friends and foes, okay? So this is two-part, all right? I think that you're going to have some people coming on the scene that are people that you need to kind of have your hackles up around. You have to remember who these people have shown you who they are. They might be coming around with a different story, but in this case, it's really a matter of what's actually showing up. It's not about the words. It's what the actions are revealing, okay? I think that it would be wise to take things tentatively, slowly, with anybody who's coming back around the bend. And you really need to stay connected to what you're feeling. But I feel like you're going to get some answers. You're going to get some answers about what's been going on. And there's this piece that connects the past with the present. There's sort of this like full circle moment. It's a big karmic cycle, okay? So everything is coming back around the bend, and some things are going to be surprising. Some things are going to be surprising. What's revealed may be a little surprising, but there's definitely been some people who've been keeping an eye on you, okay? This may be on social media. They may be inquiring about you within their social circle. Maybe you have mutual friends. But there is some piece here coming in about somebody's been keeping their eye on you. And also there's some information that comes to light that allows you, Virgo Collective, to really take some really swift, very pointed, very decisive action that changes everything. And it looks like it brings balance and justice. I mean, we got justice, Astaroth. Okay. Tell how the angels fell, reveals the past, present, and future, teaches a liberal science. So this makes me think, actually, I have to say, this makes me think of a couple of things. First, it reminds me of my broad Vi, who was part of Broad Coven, which was a burlesque troupe that me and Vi and Bella were in. Those are my broads. They're the original Broad Coven. And one day me and Vi were walking, we were out for the night together, and we walked by this dude that professed himself to be Archangel Michael. And when we walked by, he said, "So many fallen angels." This is kind of what it reminds me of, and when we're looking at justice, justice takes the broad view. And it's interesting because justice, Libra, justice is Libra's card, okay? Libra, Sun natives front and center here, but this is also coming in very strongly for Virgo Collective, all right? This is a karmic time. There's an important karmic cycle that's getting wrapped up for you all. And justice weighs all sides. Justice is able to have that sympathy for the devil, okay? So there's this piece about, again, remembering the past, this piece about reconciles friends and foes is significant because not everybody who comes back around the bend claiming to be a friend is a friend necessarily, and you got to remember what happened, but at the same time, you have to be open enough to allow an opportunity for new light to be shed on matters or to gain certain understanding. So there's this need to be kind of tentative, right? And to understand like what did make this person act out like that against me. So there's some kind of sorting through the flotsam and jetsam of these experiences past to sort of arrive at the truth of the present. I see this work being done. I see you're going to be kind of like weighing what these people are telling you against what you already know. Does it match up with your receipts? I think also part of it is just going to be like weighing it against what your own intuitive impression is. I think Virgo Collective, you've really done a solid job, like very much stepping into that place where you trust yourself, like you trust what your own intuition is telling you. You don't feel divided from that anymore. And ironically, a lot of that was caused from times when people you counted on, didn't show up. And because they didn't show up, that really moved you into a position where you had to be very strong within yourself. You had to be able to trust your own directive. You had to be able to trust your own inner voice. And this is leading to this point where we're at now. Okay, we got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I mean, this is very interesting. Like I was saying, I really had a pull probably about 2 months ago to start bringing the Libra Sun native into the Virgo readings because Libra Sun is Vedic Virgo. But this is very interesting too because a lot of the action that has been going on in the sky, there's been a lot happening with Libra, right? But astrologically, because of the precession of the equinoxes, a lot of that action, though it's, being called Libra, has been going on in the Virgo constellation. So there's a lot of overlap right now, which is why I wanted to bring them in together. But the Empress is a card that represents Libra. It also represents Taurus too. This is Grimory, and it says procures the love of a woman of any age, tells where treasures are hidden, tells of the past, present, and future. Okay. So this is talking about you've moved yourself into a certain place of growth. 11:22 on the clock when I said that. Talk about total alignment, right? And now's the time when, there's going to be some options coming in, okay? 11:33 on the clock when I said that. There's going to be some options coming in, all right? You've leveled up. You've been doing a lot of work. You don't get to the Empress level or the Emperor level until you've integrated the lessons of the 4 suits, the swords, the fire, the wands, the water, the cups, the pentacles, the earth, okay? And that's queen or king, depending on, how you relate. But you don't get to that place easily. It's a lot of work and a lot of testing to step into the Emperor or Empress. So we see you've invested in yourself, you've invested in your growth, you've gotten to a certain place of really arriving in your element, and from this point, there's 12:33. There is so much synchronicity lining up for you and help. That 3 energy is about the alignment of mind, body, spirit, but it's also that you got a lot of helpful guides with you right now, and they are pointing you to your destiny. And you have to understand that once you're in that place, you kind of become like a glimmery thing. It can attract a lot of people to you. 13 on the clock when I said that. Not everybody is your friend, even if they present themselves in such a way, okay? So there's really a need to measure what you're being told when you have these people come your way. Measure what you're being told with their actions. Does it match up? Remember the lessons of the past, but still be open to, hearing people out, fostering reconciliation, healing where it is possible, okay? But don't lose your head. You got to stay grounded. You got to stay in that decisive energy, all right? And you also have to remember all that growth you went through and that it's not worth sacrificing. But this does look like there's this approach. There's an approach of somebody's approaching the Empress. Somebody's approaching the Empress. It wouldn't be, the other way around. It wouldn't be the other way around, okay? The Empress doesn't compete. The Empress doesn't chase. The Empress is just very solid in who they are, and they're receptive. They're open, but they're also within their power, okay? So this looks like some kind of approach, and there's this need to have mindfulness. Yeah, we see right behind this is 2 of Swords, Halphus. Builds towers and provides weapons and ammunition, sends soldiers to appointed places, all right? So again, 2 of Swords is a quintessential Libra card. There's a lot of Libra signification in this in this read. It's pretty intense actually. That's really showing me that this is a super important karmic cycle for you, Virgo collective. Okay, there's a lot that's getting balanced in the scales right now. Don't forget your growth. Don't forget where you've been. Don't forget what your experiences have been like with people that you've been dealing with. You know, be smart, move smart, make the right choices. There's a lot going on right now. You know, there's a lot going on right now, and a lot is shifting, and you want to make sure that you are not just getting swayed by what looks like what you always hoped for arising on the scene, and just now we walk off into the sunset and everything is as it should be. There's a need to really remember the medicine